Let me ask you a question. In your lifetime, have you ever seen anybody get indicted, turn himself in, get arrested, and then walk straight out of court? No handcuffs and no mugshot. You can't say nothing else but that's a boss. Straight up boss.
Yes, welcome back. Recently I came across this video from Cackling the View. Whoopi Goldberg seems not to be happy when she realized if Trump is in prison, he can still run. They had this segment where a lot came out from it, and Whoopi Goldberg suddenly realized this would not affect his running for president. Ask yourself this question: if they were not scared of Trump, that he can still win, they would not be panicking like this, because they have seen that he still have the upper hand to take over again. Reason you see the kind of freak out from this show. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that, and if possible, why not share this clip?
None of this makes any difference to me. What really is making me, which is really starting to freak me out, is the idea that we're not even discussing changing the Constitution to make it say you cannot be in jail and be the president.
Well, that part.
I mean, because my fear
An amendment would be nice.
I'm a big fan of amendments, because I feel like unless we start to plug these holes, this is going to keep biting us in the behind. And, it really is going to take the people saying, hey, listen, because if I can't vote when I come out of jail, why can you be president?
That's a wonderful point.
I mean,
and amendments are very American. I mean, it's some people argue that the Constitution is not a breathing and living thing, that it's sort of stagnant. I, of course, feel differently. I feel that it's a living and breathing thing, because we didn't know there would be cell phones before. We didn't know that there would be AR-15s. There should be.
It has to grow with the country.
Yeah.
So, but what has happened, I know this is really weird, but I've been having strange thoughts, to show us where the problems are. I think the fact that we have this situation now with you-know-who is there to tell us, hey, y'all have a problem, and these kinds of things are going to start coming up, because these kinds of people who are not reading the Constitution, don't know the law, don't know how this country runs, are now starting to get in. Because there's some things that, we'll fight over because we have two different opinions. But there's some stuff that, as an American, you just can't do.
To be a U.S. citizen, you have to be 35 years of age. You have to do all this stuff. They never thought they'd have to say, and by the way, you can't be a convict. Like, I feel like you could extrapolate.
Well, not even a convict, but you can't be somebody. Well, they have. They made a lot of laws that say, here's what you can't do. He's flagrantly wagged these laws in our face. We need to say, hey, so we have to. See, this is the thing. We have to say, as a nation, we have to say there are lines that we are willing to cross. You don't like this, I don't like this. We can fight it out with the people we elect. But when the people we elect are doing things that we know that our parents would have kicked our behinds for, that our parents said to us, you can be anything, never be a liar. And we look and watch people lie, and we don't go, damn. I mean, that's on us.
And the bar is really high for a constitutional amendment, but I think it warrants it in this case, because what it would force is let's say, like a state like Texas to be on the record. Do you think that somebody who is a convicted felon should be able to hold office?
Yes.
And by the way, I believe in restoring felons' voting rights. I don't necessarily think you should be able to run for president if you're convicted or in jail at that time.
Well, you shouldn't be running the country.
Yes, when you take a look at what is happening here, you will clearly see who these people really are. Now, they are calling that the Constitution should be changed simply because they are not getting what they want. They are still not satisfied with all this indictment They are not, because they still feel threatened by him. If you can tell me that, oh, they should look at the constitution in different forms. We should not always see it like, when you have been indicted, you've been locked up, you're in prison, you can still run for president. That should not happen, because it is someone that you hate. If it was a Democrat, you will not see Whoopi Goldberg crying like this. Whoopi Goldberg will even want that they should not indict somebody that is running for president, going after for a very long time. They will still continue to advocate for this. You realize, like the first time Trump was indicted, they had to celebrate on The View. They were extremely happy, like, we have got him now.
Donald Trump is the king of saying one thing to his supporters and doing another, doing the opposite in private. And in this circumstance, one of just the most brightest examples of that is of him today coming before his supporters and telling them, I was totally above board. I know that I was above board. This was part of the Presidential Records Act. But what we see in this indictment is a recording and also testimony of people of him telling people close to him, I could have declassified this. I did not declassify this. You shouldn't look at this because it is not allowed. Because
yes, when this indictment happened, I was not fortunate to put out a video. When I saw this, I thought it is important you see what is happening. CNN decided not to air this because they said Trump is fond of saying some kind of things that are not true. So they had to pick out some part where AIC reacted with this journalist, just the same talking point like The View. According to AIC, this is benefiting Trump. This indictment, he's using it to make a lot of money and so forth. At a certain point, I get tired with this Democrat with their takes where they partake to someone they have been struggling to put down for a very long time. They always have the same talking point like what I see. So seeing this is no surprise to me. Thank you guys for always been there sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. And please, if you have not subscribed, turn on your notification.